moving things from the fear to the love. And I'm saying this, I'm saying it because from where I'm sitting now, it seems very odd that we are fighting so strongly against these parts of our human nature. That we are protecting so hard the identity which we built as the separation, on a separation from parts of life. Really is incredible. Obviously it's sad for the suffering that it causes, but in a way it's also a little bit silly. It's like, my God, the only thing that's waiting is for us to appreciate the gift that we've been given. And we are vehemently refusing to do that. We're giving this human experience. What a marvel. And yet we are like refusing 70% of that human experience because we don't like to feel like this or feel like that, or like somehow there is an acknowledgement waiting of the gift that we've been given in a way where we don't turn away from, refuse to be with, and so on and so forth. And I know we just got it in with the mother milk, you know? This part of like, that part of you is not okay. This part is okay. You have to be like this, you cannot be like that. All of this. But once we actually dissolve the belief in us not being loved for being the whole spectrum, when we acknowledge that the one who is to love all of it is you yourself, then it's like that grip of fear for the non-acknowledgement, for the, like, all of the fear that is connected with trying to keep that identity, with fitting in, with all of this, with believing that we need to be like this to deserve love. Oh my God, where did we get that from? Yeah. There's a great, great gift waiting in allowing the relaxation, in allowing the letting go of that controller whose only purpose is to basically manipulate the situation in a way. Yeah. Just want to bring one up. Feeling of anger, for instance. Wow, did we ever learn that that's just not okay? While actually it's like, wow, when there's no judgment of anger, then anger has a true face. It can also have a not true face. But the true face of it is like setting of boundaries when something untrue is pushing into you. Natural anger, wrath of God, great. And the other side of it is like, oh, now there's anger. Oh, now I'm angry. It doesn't have to like become this battle we have against ourselves. It's incredible. It's really incredible. Our biggest gift to ourselves is to stop taking our feelings personally. And that doesn't mean that they are not connected with our person. But we have to stop believing that that person is us in that way, where we take the feelings personally, as if they have something to do with us, as if there is some story which needs to be plugged in with all of this. Because if we are in that agreement and embrace of allowing truth to come all the way down, I'm telling you, you are going to go through feelings which are everything you fear, basically. Those feelings of hatred towards everything, of fear, of anger, the pain, grief, sorrow, the longing, all of those feelings which we are basically, with our identity, like trying to avoid. So at the base of our beings, we have the reality that are humans. This is our human state. You feel this on behalf of our humanity from that place in you which is one with everything. You feel this constantly. You fight this constantly. You look away from this recognition, this realization, this acknowledgement constantly. So you see, the moment that you stop looking away from that part of your own self, of your own life, the moment you can start putting a warm hand around these parts of your own human being, you will have no trouble with being with this, being on these layers with everyone else. So overall, this is the importance of our acknowledgement of this in our own self. This is what our grounding, our deepening, our dropping depends on. Our willingness to acknowledge all of these words that just appeared in this space in ourselves. Because we, in these bodies, are a part of that humanity. We are part of humanity's scream, of its panic, of its grief, of its fear, of its resistance. All of this is a part of what we need to embrace in this reality of engaging with truth. The only other way around truth is based on this is not real. And we're turning off our deepest gift in that. We're making it all about the transcending, all about the getting out of here. While actually the real gift comes when we're allowing both that letting go, but combining that with the deepest intimacy with ourselves and with each other. That basically we embrace the gift of what we have been given. We don't just consider our human bodies to be vehicles for something else, but that we embrace the gift of our humanity as well. We do tend to have an awful load of opinions against this the moment we need to meet it in ourselves. And this is where that bending comes into the picture, because the ego will rather die than bend. Yeah, it's easier just to say, nothing to do with me, this is not real, than it is to be existentially quiet enough, existentially love enough to not withhold the rejection and the avoidance of our depth. Because overall, what happens when we do embrace that depth? The hardest part of the equation, that purification of power, of energy, the full lighting up of matter, and the bringing of our humanity to its next level is possible. Without it, not possible. This journey of both endlessly expanding and endlessly diving in is, however, what we were made for. And the joy born through it just keeps growing and growing and growing. As we allow ourselves to deepen in being and to let ourselves deepen the reality of being deepening in us as humans.